right? Shalom. Shalom with the Brothers of Great Millstone Church in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, we want to begin by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash. Yeah, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father's beloved Son and the Holy Spirit. Also, we'd like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, these brothers out there laboring in His work, continually pushing out this gospel of our true faith and sincerity, as well as you believers out there, the Akim and the Aqua, the brothers and sisters alike, that subscribe to this truth as well. So we back out here once again. You know, demons out here, man. See that? Well, you know, on either side, you know. But if we can pan the camera around, you'll see that things is somewhat looking normal, if anything, out here in Babylon. But that's nothing more than a snare, man. Really, it's nothing more than a mirage, because no matter what package they put in place or what bands they proceed to lift, guess what? This place is going to be destroyed, man. There's nothing you can do that's going to overcome the intents and purposes of your Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Matter of fact, you got something? Go ahead.
All right, kind of, First Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them.
Right, when they shall say peace and safety, somebody give me Isaiah 14, start at verse 26. Right, because right now they is saying peace and safety in a roundabout way. You know, they got this approach as if everything is going back to normal. You know, they feel as if they're going to go back to the business as usual, that normal routine. You know, that approach that they had prior to everything being shut down. See? So read that again up.
God, it says, but when they shall say peace and safety.
See, when they shall say peace and safety, go ahead.
It said, then sudden destruction comes upon them.
Then sudden destruction cometh upon them. When you think of sudden destruction, the suddenness of destruction, right? The first thing that you should think about is a snare, is a trap. When a trap or a snare is laid, you're unaware of that destruction, man. You see? And that's what the Lord is doing right here in America. Matter of fact, what's that word called? Isaiah 14? Start at 26. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14 and 26. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations.
Go ahead.
For the Lord of hosts has proposed.
See, for the Lord of hosts has proposed. Go ahead.
And who shall disannul it?
And who shall disannul it, man? So it don't matter what, you know, President Trump might say, or your governor. Because you got certain situations like over in Georgia, you got the governor that odds with the mayor. The governor override with the mayor one. And that's going all throughout America. That's that perverse spirit. You know, that's this place being divided. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter what outlook, whatever leader might have. That's not going to somehow offset the intention purpose of Yahweh. Right?
God, start at verse 27. For the Lord of hosts have proposed, and who shall disannul it?
Right, so the Lord have purposed, you know? The Lord have purposed what you're seeing now. And the intents and plans of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is to overthrow America, man. Right, this place is going to be uprooted. Matter of fact, somebody hold Jeremiah the 1st chapter. You got something? Give what you got. Somebody give me Jeremiah 30 to 24. You got that? All right. Yeah, finish this off.
God, and it reads, and his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
Right, his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And the first scripture come to mind is 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. You know, an arrow is shot, and who may turn it around? You know, the hungry lion in the wood, who may turn it back? So America's fate is sealed, man. There's nothing you can do to somehow calm down the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Which, by the way, that's the true name of the Lord, man. Right, the Lord's name is not God and His Son. So what? Do we have a pamphlet?
Yeah.
No, we got a website. You can go on YouTube, type in Great Millstone, Birmingham. Matter of fact, type in GMS Mysteries of the Kingdom.
Okay.
GMS Mysteries of the Kingdom.
Okay. Got your phone on you? No, she has the phone on her purse.
Pretty good.
Right. So again, let's read that again.
God, it's like, you know, it doesn't put each one in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, read that again.
Verse Isaiah 14 and 27.
Kind of messed up my train of thought, man, because Jake be playing, man. So you want a damn pamphlet. You know? That's that Million Man March spirit. You know, up that Million Man March. That's all they be doing, walking around giving each other out pamphlets and shit, man. Yeah, like what's that gonna do, man? You got the word right now. You got the word right now, man. And that proves that, you know, this thing is only for the elect, man. This is not for the masses of the people. You know, if you're part of the elect, it's going to resonate with your spirit. Something is going to, something going to be charged in your spirit, man. You're going to feel compelled to sit and listen to the words of Yahweh Shema outside, man.
Because that twofold, his hand stretched out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's it. That's twofold. Yep, yep. True that. Yep. Because the hand. Hey, what up, bro? Shalom,
How y'all
bro.
do?
What's up, brother?
Good to see y'all, brother,
Yep.
man.
Shalom, bro. Yeah, that's right what Ox said. That hand is symbolic to the Lord's servants. The Lord has stretched forth for us in effort to call in his elect, man. You know? So, yeah, go ahead and read that again.
Isaiah 14:27. For the Lord of hosts has proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
Right, so the Lord has purpose, and who's going to disannul it, man? Not one, man. You know? So now, let's get what you got.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 16, starting 21. Behold, virtue shall be so good, cheap upon earth.
Right, virtue shall be so good, cheap upon earth. Right now, you know, they give you these stimulus packages. You know, everything seems just a fingertip away. You know, everything is at your disposal, right? Everything is comfortable, man. This is that calm before the storm, as they say. Go ahead.
Reading on, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Right, and that's what you people think. You think yourself to be in good case, man. Not knowing that Yahweh Shema Shai is preparing judgment, man. You know, go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth.
Right, even then shall evil grow upon the earth. Go ahead.
Sword, famine,
Go ahead.
great confusion.
And great confusion, man. It's going to come a time when you people out here is going to be confused, man. And you're not going to have the answers. You know, and you're going to have a time where they're going to try to inquire of us. Oh, that's why the scriptures say, and the land shall be barren of faith. You know? Why? Because there's not going to be any answers out here for you. See? Go ahead,
Reading 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
Right, many of them that dwell upon the earth is going to perish of famine, man. And famine, that's a very cruel judge of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? Go ahead.
And the other that escape the hunger
And the other that escape the hunger, go ahead,
shall the sword destroy.
shall the sword destroy. So what's the theme here? There's no good news for you people, man. There's nothing you can do to escape what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai's purpose, man. And the purpose and the plan that the Lord has for Babylon is to violently overthrow this place. And it's going to be a process, man. You know, although the scriptures tell you in 1 hour this place is going to be taken down, but guess what? It's going to be a methodical, torturous death, man. Okay? The America as you know it is not going to be the same really in the coming days, man. All right? The very landscape of this place is going to change dramatically and drastically. Case in point, you just seen it. You see everybody walking around with masks on their face, man. And she matching, yeah. Everywhere you look, people with got on masks, man. That shows you that this is not so much as a far-fetched idea, as if we just came up with some crazy, wild plan, you know? No, man, you see it. You see it for yourself. All right, this place is changing, man. Go ahead, that was it on that? All right, give me Jeremiah.
Which one you want first?
Give me Jeremiah 30.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this Jeremiah 30 and 24.
Uh-huh.
The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return.
Right, the fierce anger of the Lord is not going to return, man. Like we open up with, the hand of the Lord is stretched out. Who's going to turn it back? Who can disannul the plans of Yahweh Shema Shai, man? Hey, that's just like rain. Rain don't rescind. Once rain descends, it comes down. And that goes back to the time of Noah. So when that rain started coming down, it was nothing they could do. They cried, they screamed, they hollered, they petitioned the Noah. Opened up they had their babies with them, remind me of that Twilight Zone when they had the bomb shelter. Jerry, let us in, I got my baby. He was like, I told you, all the car parties, all the games you was playing. You should have been preparing. But guess what? That's what Noah was saying, man. Because in the time of Noah, guess what? You had people who had infants and babies with them, man. And they knew Noah. It was contemporary that actually knew Noah. They were like, let us in, Noah, come on, Noah. Oh yeah, which they went off and had the guy to sneak in the ark. You know what I'm saying? guess what? You're not going to sneak in this ark, man. You're not going to sneak because the Lord is building the ark now. There's a spiritual ark being built, you know, and the elect is being sealed as we speak, if not already sealed. But guess what? Once this drama unfolds, there's nothing you can do to reverse it, man. That's why, again, when that rain comes down, there's nothing you can do, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, the 16:3 says, the sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent upon you, and who may quench it?
Right, yeah, a fire sent among you, and who's going to quench it? Meaning what? Who's going to squash this beef? The Lord is hot, man. We just read the spirit's anger of the Lord. Man, the anger of the Lord is kindled against America, man. And who's going to be, you're not going to be able to summon for the honorable, what they call this nigga, Louis Farrakhan. You know, he's usually the guy that comes in and step in like you have rap beef, he quail. You know, no, you can't call nobody in to quail the anger of the Lord, man. All right? Go ahead, I'll continue where you at.
Are you going to go back to 2nd Ezra?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Go back
kind. It's like, all right, this back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 5.
Scripture said there's a fire that's kindled and it can't be quenched, man. Meaning when somebody's hot, you know, you might have somebody squash it, quail all the drama, you know, calm everybody down. You can't do that with your how about you outside. Go ahead.
It said, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Right, so plagues are sent upon you, and who is he that's going to drive them away, man? It don't matter your intents, your purpose, your plan, what you might deem to be conceivable or unconceivable or believable versus unbelievable. Guess what? That holds no weight over here, man. This is the plans of your how about you outside. Give a damn how much more you want to see your little daughter make it to see her graduation, you know? Or you want to get that house you've been working and building for, open up that business you desire. Guess what? That has nothing to do with your how about you outside, you know? Yep, go ahead, get what you got.
Isaiah 5, verse
Yep,
8.
do it.
This is for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways.
Right, and that's why when that flood killed those babies and infants, you know what I mean, your grandma, the elderly, the Lord had no remorse, man, because he's not built like you. His thoughts and his intents and purposes and the way he go about his business is not in harmony with a mere human being, man. That's why when the scripture speaks about, I think that's in Joel the 2nd chapter, where it says they eyes shall not pity. No, that's Ezekiel. Matter of fact, you can get that too. Yep. Ezekiel 9. Yep. And their eyes shall not pity. Go ahead.
I'm continuing on to verse 9. This is for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways.
Yep. Go ahead.
And my thoughts than your thoughts.
Right. And that's the scriptures giving you a vivid illustration of the distinguishing factor between you people here on earth and your how about you outside. Just step out your door and look up. See how high the heaven is over you, man? That's how you simplify that. If you marveling about what the Lord meant when he made that statement, just look up, man. See? That's how far way beyond the thoughts and mindset of your how about you outside as compared to you people. See? Go ahead, you got more?
All right, a little bit more. Verse 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven.
Right, see, as the rain coming down and the snow from heaven, go ahead.
And returneth not thither.
Oh, see, and return it not hither, man. Meaning when the rain come down, it don't rescind. It don't go back, man. So the clock is already ticking. The horse is out the gate, so to speak. The cat is out the bag. You have a cat in the bag, and you let that cat out, man, you're going to have hell getting that cat back in that bag. So that's the same with your how about you outside. The prophecies that went forth, man. The word has went out. And that's what Esau was trying to do. But see, the Lord's so bad, the Lord had them to preserve the word, man. See, and they put a lot of time, money, energy, and resources into keeping this thing muzzled and suppressed, right? Because they knew that the day that this word went out into the atmosphere, then the Lord was going to have to honor that. Because the Lord is bound by his word. The Lord don't give a damn about what nobody else say. His word is what's going to hold weight, man. You know? That's why the scriptures say, in that wrath, remember our mercy. So the Lord, what that means, the Lord remember his covenant. Go ahead,
Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Yep.
And put not off from day to day.
Right, and putting out off from day to day. You don't have the rest of your life, as they say, to get right to your how about you outside. This is a sense of urgency thing, man. That's why when you read about the disciples, what they said concerning the disciples and them following Yahweh, they said that straight away they threw down their necks. They didn't wait. They didn't say, you know what, hey, we'll just catch him when he come back. And what's so heavy about that, that was their livelihood, man. They used to eat off that, man. That's how they was feeding the family, by fishing. Straight away they threw away their necks and followed after Yahweh. See, go ahead.
Reading back in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 7.
See that, the food for your journey. You see the guy right there talking though. See the guy right there talking to the woman? See that? Yeah, come on. Yeah, go ahead.
Back in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 7. I'll read it again. Make no terror to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day.
Yep.
But suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Right, suddenly the wrath of the Lord is going to come forth, man. Check this out, go ahead.
And in thy security.
And in thy security, go ahead.
Thou shalt be destroyed.
Thou shalt be destroyed. So right now, what we open up with, you Americans thinking everything is going back to normal. You feel some sense of security once more. You think that your leaders got everything figured out. You know, they got a plan in play, you know, where everything go back to normal. Guess what? That's when you pay attention to your how about shot, man. Because that's the attributes of a hunter. You know, when everything gets a little too quiet, when everything gets a little too calm, and all of a sudden, bam, that snare. Give me that Ezekiel. No, not Ezekiel, but Ecclesiastes, 9th chapter, Ethan.
Oh yeah, kind.
Yeah, go ahead.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, and perish in the day of vengeance. Meaning there's a day reserved for Yahweh to show forth his vengeance, man. See that? So now, I'll go back to what you said, Isaiah 55.
Going back to Isaiah 55, verse 10, it says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and return not thither,
Right, go ahead.
but warreth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud.
Right, meaning what? That rain or that snow pretty much, it accomplishes what it was set out to do. You see the effects of it. Once that rain drops, you start seeing flowers grow. You start seeing, you know. So that's the same with this word. This word is effective, man. See that? Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Right, and bread to the eater. See that? Yeah. That was it on that, right?
Yeah, a little
Go
more.
ahead.
Last verse 11, it says, so shall my
That's
word
it. Yep. Read.
be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Yeah, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. So that means the Lord honor his word. The word of the Lord stand. Give me that, the counsel of how much you want to shout. And 32 and 19, I think. Yeah, go ahead, do what you got.
This is the Psalms 138, verse 2. I will worship towards thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
Right, so the Lord has magnified his word above all thy name. So the Lord honor his word, man. It said above all his name, you know. So that, you know, that's saying my word's my bond, but that's pretty much where that comes from. Because your name is you, right? But what is your name? What is you without your word? If your word hold no weight, and that's why Esau is the basis of men. Because he's a liar, man. And that's a capital offense, man. That's what you offended at, Esau. You a liar, man. Going back to Cain. When the Lord asked you, where was your brother, you lied, man. You know? That's why what Yahweh said he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. Okay? So yep, you got something?
It might go the same thing, but I'll just bring it up. This is on Proverbs 19 and 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless,
yeah, there are many devices in a man's heart. And right here in America, man, you know, they got plans to establish a new world. I'm going to say this, man. America is finished, man. All right? Even these elites know that. They not trying to make America go back to the America you once knew, man. They're trying to make a hard transition into the New World Order, man. Okay? These devils are trying to set up their New World Order and bring forth their agenda, man. And again, I mentioned this before, this New World Order is not a thing of comfort or a thing where they saying, you know what, we want to upgrade. You know, like you add to your house, you add a man cave and a flat screen TV. No, the New World Order is all based upon desperation and survival, man. they're attempting to do this in effort to escape the judgment written, man. Okay, in their destiny, which is to go into captivity under the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. That's what the elites of this nation is. That's what they have in mind. Look, in order for us to escape the judgments and the words we saying, right? They got to combat that by trying to change the whole dynamic of America, man. You know, but the cat is out the bag. Go ahead.
Back in Proverbs 19 and 21, there are many devices in a man's heart.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
Right. So what's many devices in your heart? Like down to just the average person, the average Joe Blow out here. Where the devices of his heart is everything to go back to normal, you know, him to create, him to get back to work. See the mentality of Babylon, man? You want to get back to being a slave. Hey, you got people protesting to go back to slavery. They protesting, man, let us just get back to work. Man, this place needs to be destroyed, man. Then you got a nigga like that to come up against us, like we wrong. But that's your main objective, to get back to work. You know, so I don't give a damn what's the motivation. You might say, you know, I want to create a soft landing for my kids, their kids after that. Man.
Like you said, that's the trust in the Egypt.
Yeah, that's that trust in the Egypt, man. Woo, that's bad, huh? Because Egypt symbolizes captivity, man. You trust in captivity, man. Oh, scripture say they trust in oppression, man. You trust it when you got a job. You trust it when you got to wake up and clock in and have somebody overseeing you, man, telling you when you can go to lunch and when you can sit down and have a break. You know? But guess what? The Lord grooming us. Hey, the scriptures say you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, man. Yep.
This is why Elder Ariel from Dallas County, he was saying, like, our people don't want to be great.
Oh, yeah.
On a low level, be just under subjection. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be open. They don't want to rule. The elect of the so-called Negro Latino that's had that class ruling mentality, man. Want to get the hell up out of here, man. Not be under goddamn devil like the so-called white man he saw evil, man.
It's true, man. Hey, the scriptures say that too, though. The scriptures say that have Israel become a homeborn slave. So that's the mentality. You're right. They cool. They just fine with obscurity, man. They cool with living in the projects as long as they got a flat screen TV in there and a PS4 or some shit. You know, a nice little whip, you know, and some money to trick off on the weekend, man. That's Jake, man. And really not just Jake, all you Americans, man. You got a threshold, so to speak. You got a limit. Guess what? The mindset of the elect, we don't have a cap. We're not bound by the earth. Our desire is to even go out into the heavens, man. So to show you right now, we ain't bound, man, by the earthly realm.
That's that separation.
Yeah, that's that separation. Yeah.
The elect had that mindset, like you said, to see the things that the Lord had.
Yeah.
Out of earth.
Yeah. Let's prove that we don't have no limit. We know matter of fact, that means the Spirit of the Lord resting us, because the Spirit of the Lord can't be contained. And you made a good point. That brings about the separation. You know, in order for you to get things in order, right? The first move instinctively is to separate, man. And let's say, case in point, right? I challenge any of you out there. You think I'm lying? I'm gonna hit you with a challenge, right? If you don't believe that separation is the first step, I challenge any of you out there. Go and clean out your glove compartment, or clean your room, or you know what? Yeah, your garage. As a matter of fact, go wash your clothes. What's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna start separating. You're gonna start separating, man. So separation is key. Matter of fact, give me Psalm 4. I think Psalm 4 and 4. And that's the spirit, because Apostle Paul was going into that about how the elect, when you go into the definition for real, it takes you to the fact that the elect will be the highest office conceivable, man. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? Being the highest office conceivable. Meaning you right under the ranks. You've been joined to the ranks of the Heavenly Father and Son himself. It's nothing above the elect, but Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, man. Not even the angels. Not even the angels, man. The scriptures tell you that. Yeah, we're going to be, exactly. The scripture said we're going to judge angels, man. Matter of fact, give me that. I think that's 2 Corinthians. I think that's 2. What's that? You should judge angels. Is that 1 Corinthians 6 and 4?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, look that up real quick. What the word called for? You got it? Psalm 4. Yeah, go ahead and give what you got. I think that's
It's John 8:23. He said unto them, you are from beneath, I'm from above. You are of this world, I am not of this world.
Yep, read that again, huh?
John 8:23. He said unto them, you are from beneath, I am from above.
Right, you are from beneath. I am from above. That's a separation right there, man. That's a separation. Now when you go into that, that translates to this doctrine. This doctrine is from above. This doctrine is not bound by the earthly realm. And everything that we teach is above the strength of you people, really, when you think about it, man. Everything, man. Think about what's one thing that Jake really, what we teach that really simplifies the Jake for real. Yeah, even the fact when we say we are a royal people, in essence, right? We the children of the Most High, and the Esau, the so-called white man is beneath. Man, they can't see that. That's way above. They can't visualize it, man. Or that this place gonna be destroyed, man. They can't see that, man. So that would make this doctrine right here above everything else you ever subscribe to, man.
Come to this truth. You got Apostle Bar. Apostle Bar, he always say you gotta have vision.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you come to the knowledge, understand the Lord, y'all about your shot, you gotta have the vision of what's to come, what's to see when you come to this knowledge of the word, man. You can't be simple, man. You can't be, and you can't lose faith that this place is gonna keep going like it is, you know. It's not. You know what I'm saying? According to the Lord's word, it's gonna stand, like Ox said, you know, brought out, the counsel of the Lord shall stand, man. This word's gonna come forth, it's gonna accomplish what it's gonna set out forth to do, man. It's gonna bring the Lord y'all about to try to come down, gonna come back in the so-called UFOs, the chariots, and destroy this place in America, man. You know, the thermonuclear missile gonna be what's gonna destroy it ultimately, you know. But that's what's gonna happen, man. But y'all people gotta have vision and faith, but it's only for the elect that's gonna have it, man.
Yep, come. Yep, go ahead.
It's the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch. It said, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And will watch to see what he was saying to me. And what shall I answer when I am reproved? And the Lord said unto me, he said, write the vision and make it plain upon the table. And make it plain upon the table that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is that point in point in time.
Right, and we're in that appointed time. Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak.
Yep, at the end it shall speak. Go ahead.
And not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It would not tarry.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
I got that on Angels. Yeah, this 1 Corinthians 6 and 3. I'm starting at verse 2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Right, so we shall judge the angels, man. Meaning we're going to be the pecking order, if you will, of the elect is going to be right under Yahushua, man. You got to remember, we're going to be joined to the inheritance of Yahushua. We're going to be joint heirs with the Lord, you know? Meaning we're going to, that dominion is not going to just rest here on the planet Earth. It's going to be the planet Earth and beyond. Matter of fact, you got more, somebody can St. John 14 chapter, go ahead.
Yeah, it says, know ye not that ye shall judge angels?
Yep.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
Right, how much things pertain to this life, meaning this current world we in now. And you have people say, man, who are you to judge? Well, no, that's our job, man. You know, through the scriptures, we here to judge, you know, between that might be things that's perceived righteous versus wicked. You know? Go ahead, man. You the mic. Yeah, man. Yep. 14, I think it's
Psalm St. John 14 and 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, Yahweh, believe also in me. Verse 2, in my Father's house are many mansions.
What it means when it says my Father's house, there are many mansions. That's talking about out in the universe, man. You know? And those mansions is dealing with planets, meaning they're inhabitable. You know, you inhabit a mansion, right? So in my Father's house, many mansions. Meaning that this kingdom right here is going to extend far beyond the planet Earth. You know? Go ahead.
Back in John 14:2, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I'll go to prepare a place for you.
Right, I go to prepare a place for you, man. So our dwelling place is going to stretch far beyond the planet Earth. And again, this is not for the faint-hearted, man. This is not for the casual Israelite. That, you know, just some Jake that came into the knowledge of knowing that they was an Israelite. No, this is for the serious-minded, man. Those who are really spiritually invested into this thing, man. You know, those who have analytical mind. All right? As a matter of fact, give me that in 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. Start at like the 10th verse. Read that. Read it again and start.
It's St. John 14:2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I'll go to prepare a place for you.
Right, and that place is a part of the inheritance of Israel. And you know what proved that? If you think that we just coming up with some crazy shit, well, answer this. Why Esau have spacesuits? Because they trying to replicate. They're trying to mimic the blessing that's promised to Israel, man. Those spacesuits is a replica of the new bodies, man. So that proves that this is not just some far-fetched idea we came up with, you know, as like, you know, to make a splash. You know what I mean? Like we want to come up with some, you know, like bring a certain level of shock value. Drop the mic moment, like, oh, we said the crazy. Let's think of the crazy shit we said. No, man. Esau validate that, man. They're actually going to a very intricate process into making those spacesuits, man. It's based upon your body temperature and, you know, all that, man. You know, they got the helmet, and you notice like they float. You can take flight. The spacesuits, they trying to depict what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. You notice, like, if you ever saw when they be up in those spacesuits, how they be floating. Well, not even when they have on the spacesuit, when they take away the gravity. You know what I'm saying? That's because that gravity symbolizes change. That's what you bound. That's the change. That's part of the change, man. So, you know, once that gravity is lifted, we're going to be able to ascend, you know, descend. Esau know that, man. And they right there. You know, they scratching it right there, but they can't fully get it, man. You know? Matter of fact, somebody get that Jeremiah. Give me that Jeremiah 31. You see two right here? Yeah, finish it. Okay, come on. Yep. Just finish that off.
Back in John 14:3, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again see unto myself that where I am, that you may be also.
Yep. So where is the Lord? Where is Yahweh Shah, man? He's on the right hand of his Father. He's in his glory, man. And really, we have to suffer what we're suffering right now. We have to put in the work in order to receive that reward, man. Right now, the Lord is glorified, but we have to wait. Matter of fact, give me real quick. I think that's Luke 7. The story that I think started at 17. Luke 7 and 17.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 17. It reads, and this rumor of him went forth throughout.
Luke 7. That ain't what I want. Yeah. Oh, 17.
17.
Salaki. Luke 17 and 7.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 7. It reads, well, which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle?
Right, which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, and that's what you're witnessing right now. We're plowing, which symbolizes working, and we're feeding cattle, which is those amongst you that subscribe, you know, to this group, you know, and this food for thought, right? Go ahead.
It says, but which of you, having servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat.
Right, go ahead.
And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself and serve me.
Right, so that's what we're here to do, is serve the Lord. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drunken.
See, till I have eaten and drunken, meaning our Lord Yahweh Shai is getting his glory now. All right? Go ahead.
And afterward,
go ahead.
thou shalt eat and drink.
Right, and then afterward we get ours, right? So that's why the scriptures say, "Where I am, then you will also be." But right now the Lord is in that glory. We're going to receive that glory at the end of this run, man. The so-called white man. All right. Yep. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you.
Yeah, pray for a few days, right? And that's the mentality you should have, man. You should pray that the Lord overthrow this place speedily, man, and quickly, man. That Yahweh Shemel shall bring forth judgment ASAP, man. You know, you really shouldn't want this place to go on another minute, man. Right? When your eyes is open, man, you look at these Edomites, man, they nothing more than damn slaves off the chain, man. They should be chained up, man. You know? These are the biggest criminals in fucking infamy, man. Look at them, man. Yeah, you can't hold. You got to get the hell out of here, man. As the light turns red. Yeah, see what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of the scripture. It tells you to go. And always throughout the scripture, it tells you to go. Go to work. Now, when you sluggish and don't want to go nowhere, ain't nothing going to get done. Like, that's with us. We going out here on the highways and hedges and we teaching. We praying that, you know, his hastening coming fast, man. You see?
Yeah, the reason why you see everything breaking down really is because of us, man. Because the Lord sent us forth to push this word out. You got to remember, before anything can happen, the Lord got to sanction it. It had to be spoken, man. Hey, did the Lord tell Pharaoh out of his own mouth physically that they were going to be overthrown? No. Moses had to be raised up. Those words had to come out. Then the Lord went and sprung into action, man. That's right. See? So that's the same with right now, man. We actually have contributed to this place collapsing. Yep, go ahead.
It's 2nd Ezra 2 and 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened.
Right, that they may be shortened, man. You know? And guess what? When we pray, give me that, where it say, the Lord hear your groanings. I believe that's Romans. Yep, get that. Because you don't necessarily have to say, Lord, I pray that the days be shortened. Lord, I pray that the days be shortened. No, whenever you sigh and cry against the abomination that's done in the midst thereof, whenever you see a homo, right? It's a damn spandex. See, that's some homo shit, man. 250-pound fucking tight end nigga, man. This nigga got on spandex, man. I wouldn't even be comfortable in no shit like that, man. Now, even if I was in the comfort of my own home, nobody see me. I wouldn't put on no fucking spandex, man. But see, that's America, man. Like this guy, you know why he got that? Because a so-called white man gave him the jurisdiction to do so, man. Yeah, you adopted the ways of the heathen, man. Yeah, got a membership to watch some old damn wrinkled Edomite waiting on you. That's the highlight of his day for you to get there and work out. Like he got the newspaper. Fuck him, man. Hey, like on what's that, American Dad? Is that with the dude? No, Family Guy, the old man. Herbert. Yeah, that's true, man. There's a Herbert out here, man.
Yeah.
There's a Herbert out here somewhere, man. He's an Edomite, man. That's why you see it. Yeah, there's many Herberts. Yeah. There's a Herbert near you, man. Yeah, these different jobs and shit. They want to hire you, you know what I mean? But see, what you see right now is a production of Esau, man. That's it. You know? Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the planet Earth. The seed of that wickedness is none other than the so-called white man, Herbert. What you got? Yep, get that.
It's Romans 8 and 22. It says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth.
Right. Yep, the whole creation groaneth. Go ahead.
And travaileth in pain together until now.
What else is that?
Oh yeah, it's on verse 26.
Go ahead. What verse is that? Number 22. Okay. No, start right there.
Okay, all right, that's all right. So Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now.
Yep.
And not only they, but our ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Right. We have a certain spirit on us, and that's why we grown. And while we are growing, it's in order to be delivered. Read that part one more time. You know what I mean? Read that one more time.
It said, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Jump up.
Oh, it's like in verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth.
And travaileth. You know, like the scripture say, the woman travaileth in pain is ready to give birth. So the reason why we, you know, we had this certain approach, you know, that's contrary to you people. You people don't get it. You wonder why, you know, we cry out against this place, man. Because we want to be delivered out of here, man. You know? Go ahead, all right.
It says, and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Yep.
Even we ourselves grown within ourselves.
Oh, see, we grown within ourselves. Go ahead.
Waiting for the adoption to wit, the redemption of our body.
Yep, go ahead.
He said, for we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, God doth yet hope for.
Yep.
But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. He said, likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities.
Right, the Spirit helping our infirmities because we all sick, man, to a certain extent, you know. Really, we walk in miracles, man. The fact that we still alive and well, teach the Christian word, man, do the will of Yahweh Shah, despite the conditions around us, which that goes into preservation. When something is preserved, it's despite the conditions around it. You preserve something, despite the elements, it's being saved. Well, that's us, man. Despite the chemtrails, despite the GMOs, you know, the Lord is preserving us. In the moment you fall back and withdraw yourself from doing the will of Yahweh, He just get rid of you. You know? Because the reason your very being for being here is to carry out His will. Go ahead,
He said, likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought.
Right, so we don't know exactly what to pray for as we ought, but go ahead.
But the Spirit
Say,
itself,
like I'm gonna say, you ain't gonna, you know, you don't really, to be honest, you know, you might say, I know I say this a lot, how long, you know, this thing is how long, you know, but a lot of times you don't stop and say, boy, could you speedily destroy it? No, you actually complain within your spirit. Go ahead.
it says, but the Spirit itself make an intercession for us. It's like I'm gonna read it again. It says, but the Spirit itself make an intercession for us with groanings.
With groaning, see, with groaning. Go ahead.
Which cannot be uttered.
Which cannot be uttered. See? So when you, like just say you see a homo, like we just saw. We saw that homo with them spandex on, riding on a goddamn bike, man. Right? Right? Furthermore, what do that benefit? Like, okay, what, the cardio, what? Motherfucker, get a bike, an exercise bike at the house or something, man. Or just walk, man. What I mean is what the type got to do with it. What the fucking spandex got to do with it, man? Yeah, go back to the gymnasium. Yeah, being naked. That's off, man. Yep, you got something? I'll give what you got.
I cut this book on 2nd Ezra 15, and start at verse 8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more at touching their wickedness, which they profanely. Sorry, read it again. I will hold my
read
tongue
up.
no more.
Come step up, man.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15. Let me start at verse 6.
Yep.
It says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the planet Earth, man. The whole planet Earth. You know? Yeah, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole entire planet Earth, man. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 60 and 2 real quick.
Isaiah chapter 60 and 2. But behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Oh, the darkness shall cover the earth, man. And this darkness is in the form of the misinformation that's on display, okay? The coming up against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shah, which is the light. And guess who's the source behind it, man? Esau, man. All right, in the form of his ideologies and philosophies, man. Yeah, you got a damn McDonald's up the street from the Egyptian pyramid. That's a form of Esau's fingerprint being throughout the planet Earth, man. See? Yep. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says that their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Oh, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. Because the hurtful works, yeah, the obvious is them bombing these different nations, are physically going in there and taking the resources of the earth, right? But the hurtful works is in the form of their laws, man, and what they push. There's certain trends. Do you know that homosexuality has become a trend that Esau has set? Esau is the trendsetter of wickedness, man. Read that again, huh?
I'm reading again this second F,
Hey, give me,
15, verse 6 again. It says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth."
Right, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And why is that? Because the prophecy spoken of in the book of Job, the 9th chapter, the 24th verse, has been fulfilled. The earth will be given into the hand of the wicked. You think righteousness is going to reign here as long as the wicked is in power? That's why wickedness has covered the whole earth. See? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this Isaiah 24:5. Earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Woo! The earth is defiled. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Again, who has the jurisdiction? Who rules the planet Earth, man? Hey, let's just say if you're a Hamite or you're a damn Ishmaelite, right? And you wanted to be an airplane pilot, you got to learn the English language. You got to learn the so-called white man's curriculum. I know that firsthand. I used to live right up here by UAB, right? And we know UAB is one of the top 5, if not top 3, medical universities on the planet Earth, right? Man, only thing you see up marching up and down the street is damn weird goops. And Elon, man, and Ham. Yeah, Ishmael sandals. Oh, you can go to UAB. Oh, this brother can tell you better than me. As a matter of fact, go ahead, huh?
They can't even speak English, man. They know how to do equations and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, goddamn, Elon was the darkest.
That's Indian. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker bop up Starbucks cups. Oh, you know, that's how you see.
You know how
You know, like you, yeah. You know, you stay like Jake Day, where you see needles. Like you stay around Issachar, you see Mandela bottles. But up here, man, you see Starbucks cups all over the place. Yeah, these fucking weirdos, right? They come over here, but the point is what? You don't see them going over to Africa. You don't see them going to these different universities around the world. No, they come over here, man. Whether it's Seton Hall or, you know what I mean, Yale and Harvard. Yeah, these Ivy schools. Princeton. Then you even got like Stanford University. There's a whole bunch of Moabites out there on the West Coast, like USC, UCLA. Oh, down here. Oh yeah, Stanford down here. Yep. Oh, I said something. It's Stanford out here on the West Coast. Pops, man. Man, hey man, I seen it all, man. Yeah, it's Pop.
72 years old.
Real talk. Pop, 82 years old. Listen to that shit, man. Yep, go ahead. Yep. What we was reading out of? No. What we just left off?
Isaiah 24. And 5 again, it said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right, so who ruled the planet Earth? Esau, man. Again, in order for you to get a leg up in the society, you got to subscribe to the curriculum of Esau. Hey, man, back up, man. Back up. Man, weirdo, man. Fuck out of here.
Damn right.
Yeah, shut away from the shit. Demon, man. Yeah, man, Esau, don't take shit. I can't wait to get out of here on it, yo. That's just frail Edomite. Oh, like we were saying last week, you had the old Edomite who stepped down on us and told us he couldn't teach right there, right? But he was all trusted. He trusted in the law. He knew he was frail. He knew he couldn't do nothing with us, but he was hanging his hat on what Esau set up, the laws of Esau. Go ahead, huh?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right. Read that again. Hey, oh man, that's it. Yeah. Read that again.
Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. It says, let our strength be the law of justice.
Right. This is the mentality of the so-called white man. Their whole thing is let our strength be the law of justice. Give me what's that song? Psalms. No, read that again. Psalms 50. And I think started
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That the justice is their justice. That's their law. All right? And who is justice for? Themselves. All right? What that scripture is?
But again, their justice is their laws.
That's it.
And that's a direct attack against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You blatantly coming up against the true powers of all heavens and earth. Why? Because see, that's spirit. She said I'm an atheist.
Yeah. That's it.
But guess what? Spirit, you're not going to be an atheist much longer. You know that? You're not going to be an atheist much longer. Spirit got on me, I said that last night. Hey, she had on a goddamn mask with the skeleton.
They said like you offended.
Yeah, she said like she confirmed what we were saying. But guess what? In the spirit, she's not going to be an atheist too long because why? The day that Yahweh shall return, everybody going to believe. Then shall they know.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't going to be no debate. Ain't going to be nobody to cut. Debating. They're looking up in the sky.
Yeah.
It's a claim.
Never mind that. Yeah.
No debate.
Your eyes let your eyes black. You know what I mean? Black.
No debate.
There is another guy coming. I see him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's their law too, man. You get to press around here to every denomination, atheists, Episcopal Baptist Church Spirit, all that, man. But like I said, you ain't gonna be an atheist for long.
No.
You ain't gonna be in the Baptist Church Spirit for long.
Yeah, there's gonna come a day when you're gonna, because that's gonna be the exclamation point. That's gonna be the day when truth finally submerged the entire planet Earth. You know? That day, lies and deception gonna be totally defeated. You know, you think Esau just gonna be defeated and that's that? No, everything he stands for gonna be defeated. Esau, everything about Esau, the lies and the deception that comes with Esau is gonna be overcome too. Truth is gonna find it, everybody gonna, because hey, that's why we said that last night. Meaning Yahweh Shai is the truth. You know how Jake said that dude's the truth, man. The Lord gonna show you that he's the truth. Because once he comes, ain't nobody gonna have, there's gonna be no more lies.
Exactly. That's it.
Nothing else gonna matter but that guy. That guy, that angry so-called black guy. That's the only thing gonna matter, man.
Jaw drop.
That jaw drop. That's gonna be a breathtaking moment, man. And you know, we don't really go into that much because you can't really put the words together. The Lord did it like that for a reason, man. It's like if I give you a present, it's got to be a surprise. You can't know about it. You know somewhat about it. It's like if I give you, let's say you want a new video game. You know about it, but you don't know when you mess. Hey, yeah. You don't know when you download this, or you don't know until you see it, man. So that's the same with your how about you now shot. That's what makes, oh, that's what the Lord gonna do. The Lord gonna show you. Hey, the Lord's so bad, that's why the Lord said there's nothing. Matter of fact, give me the blue. When the Lord said there's nothing that shall not be made manifest, he mean that, man. So even those of you who gotta see physical, hey, give me that in, I think that's Matthew, yep. Yahweh Shai gonna give you your wish. Okay, motherfucker, see, we, on one hand, we gonna be blessed because we believe without seeing it. But all of you that haven't seen it to believe, the Lord gonna grant your wish. You gonna see it, motherfucker. Yeah, go ahead. Luke 8:17.
Yeah, this is St. Luke chapter 8:17.
Yep.
But nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
And what's a part of this secret? Yahweh Shai, the revelation of Yahweh Shai, man. Him being a so-called black man of the tribe of Judah, man. Coming in all his majesty. Do you understand it? Hey, you know what makes that heaven? The Lord himself boasted it. I'm going to be honest. The Lord said, what you going to say when you see the Son of Man coming in his glory? Hey, Yahweh Shai threw that out there, man. The Lord said, what you going to say then? All right, and that's going to be, again, the exclamation point. Okay?
What?
Which, hey, do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. So do you believe that the Bible speaks about America and everything that you see taking place?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Well, you believe it, you like a casual
Because
believer.
America didn't exist when the Bible was written. So, I mean, but I think
Well, let me
you
say
can
this, but that would
apply
mean-
a lot of what it was talking about now.
But that would mean, well, I'm going to get a scripture for you and I'm going to let you extrapolate and see what you take from it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this Revelation 1 and 8. He says, I am Alpha and Omega,
Go ahead.
the beginning and the ending,
The beginning and the ending, right? Go ahead.
said the Lord, which
Which is dealing with the past. Go ahead.
and which was,
Which is the present.
And which is to come.
And which is to come, which is the future. Meaning,
Okay.
this book covers all sides of the spectrum. And in essence, this book is really centered around prophecy. So if anything, it speaks about America. You got to ask yourself, why wouldn't the most wickedest kingdom ever erect? Oh, let me ask you, do you agree with that? Do you agree that America is a wicked kingdom? According to the Bible standards, not according to...
I guess the way I look at it is like human nature is wicked, unfortunately, without like the aid of God. So
Well, let me ask you this, right?
So I guess what I'm saying is like I look at America as kind of like it's not unique. You know, it seems like just a lot of civilizations in history kind of have like the same
I don't
kind
know
of
that, but I'm saying
problems.
like America. Like, I'm gonna just simplify it for you, right? You got kids?
I don't.
Okay, well let's just say when you was under your parents' house rules, right? They dictated what happened with you.
Yeah.
It was their rules that dictated your outlook, you know, whatever. You had a curfew, right?
Yeah.
So it would be safe to say that here in America, you know, it enables you to do things that's contrary to what the Bible says.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So that should make it a little more sense to you, right?
Yeah.
Because in the Bible it tells you that homosexuality is forbidden.
Okay.
Now here in America, excuse me, ma'am, no pictures, please. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, right here in America, it enables you to be, it encourages you to do that without any, with the scriptures, there's repercussions for it.
Okay.
So right then, just that point alone shows you that this current system that's in place is an offense against what the Bible says. That's why I asked you, did you believe in the Bible?
Okay. So what is there, do you think there is a government that really like, do you think there's a government that exists now or ever has existed that aligns with what the Bible wants
says,
of us?
Yeah. You're looking at that government.
It's you guys.
That's us.
Okay.
We you know, this might sound far-fetched, but you're looking at the next rulers. And that's heavy though. That's heavy, man. Say that. And then there is a kingdom, there is certain times where the planet was, where you had certain kingdoms, right, that was governed under the rules, regulations, laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible.
Okay.
You know? Well, you go into like the time of King Solomon, King David.
Okay.
You know, those men, the banner that they governed by was the scriptures and the commandments that's written in the scriptures. So my thing is this. Let's say hypothetically, like, well, I can't say that to you because you believe in a higher power, right?
Yeah.
Now let's just say this, right? If there's a higher power and you have a certain nation that comes up against what he sees to be fit and how to rule, what's going to happen to that nation? Do you think that the Lord is going to just turn a blind eye, or is he going to overthrow that nation?
Yeah, so, you know, I think number one, it's hard for me to say like what, you know, like what God's will is.
Well, the scriptures tell you what God's will is. We can tell you what God's will is.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You familiar with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Okay, so right there, it shows you what God's will is.
Okay.
All right, give me real quick. I'm gonna get a scripture right quick. Give me Malachi 3:6. It shows you that the will of the Lord is. And one thing about the Lord and his perfections, he has no need to change. Let's say you, right, you might deem what you got on the perfect outfit.
Okay.
You ain't got to change. Because you feel like, okay, I'm perfect. You know, this is the perfect combination. Why would I go and change?
Yeah.
Instinctively, you're going to go with what you got on, right? So that's the same with the Lord. He's perfect, so why would he change? If he did that to Sodom and Gomorrah, he's not going to change his formula. Real quick, give me this.
This Malachi chapter 3:6. If I'm the Lord, I change not.
See? Read.
He said, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Right, so the Lord, he don't change. So in knowing that, right, then the only plausible thing we can come up with here is America is going to be violently overthrown. And that's going to happen. Now,
so what happened to like King Solomon and King David's empires?
Yeah, they eventually, you know why they was overthrown? They eventually strayed away from the laws that the commandments.
Okay.
But really King Solomon. You know? Because after King Solomon, that's when the split happened. You know, then really when you go into it, you do the research. That's what Edom, the Lord ramped up the spirit of Edom to come against us with. After the King Solomon.
So I think I got one last question. Like, so like if we have like, if like God gave us like free will and He wants us to choose Him over, you know, like these lower natures and like temptations, and like that's
can
part
you
of
repeat
it.
that again, sir? I'm sorry.
So if
I heard you say something about free will.
yeah, so if God gave us free will,
With that, nope, He didn't give us free will. He never gave us free will.
okay.
And that's one of the mysteries of the Lord. See, the ways of the Lord is above your strength.
yeah, no doubt.
It's above your strength. He designed you. So in that action, by Him designing you, by default, you're inferior to Him. So there's no way the Lord is going to give you the inside track on Him. It's like the Lord got a kill switch on each and every one. He got a deactivation button.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can come up against it. I'm gonna real quick.
But do I not have a choice?
No, but it would seem that way, but I can explain it to you. Hold on. Real quick, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna ask you a question. Go ahead.
Sirach 15-20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin. That's your house.
Read that one more time.
Yeah, again. Sirach 15:20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
So the Lord didn't give you license to sin. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Sirach, yeah, no free will. No man to do wickedly, no man to give license to sin. So he haven't given you that jurisdiction to have a YOLO spirit.
I don't know if that means it
Well,
give you
I
free
can see
will.
what-
It
well,
sounds
hold up,
like
Will.
you just said you can't. I'm not.
I get
can't
what you're
use
saying.
my
I get
name.
what you're saying. That's saying that the Lord is telling you you can't. But hold up, we'll show you real quick. Now, did you know that today when you woke up this morning, you walked your dog, you had a stiff shot, coffee. Do you know that was predestined? The Lord designed you to do what you did. We're gonna show you that in the scripture. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Job 33.
Now I'm gonna ask you something real quick. Have you ever heard the famous Lord's Prayer where it said, "Lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil"?
Yeah.
You ever heard that?
Yeah.
Why was that written? Because the Lord is the one that actually leads you. Although it might seem, now this is heavy information we're giving you right now, but it's like seeing that you think, like you might say, you know what, I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna go to Chipotle. You know what I mean? Guess what? The Lord put it in your mind to do that. I'm gonna show you that. Go ahead, real quick.
This is Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep followed upon men,
Right, so when you was asleep last night, when you was sprawled out on the bed, see, go ahead.
and it says, in slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men
Then He opened in your mind, go ahead,
and sealed their instructions.
and then He seals your instruction. That's why you have certain people that say, you know what, I'm gonna go here tomorrow, but they go and do something else. Let me ask you something. If you have free will, you know what? You wouldn't die. You wouldn't die. You know why?
Well, it's not, free will is different from like being all powerful, right? It's like I have a choice in some things. It doesn't mean I have
No. Free
absolute
will is all
control.
Let me say this. I'm actually like, look. Free will, like, look. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna bring it down a notch for you, but I'm gonna throw it out there again. If you have free will, you wouldn't die. Because why? You'll say, you know what? I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna make it home safe. Now I know where you're coming from the level of if I want to go to McDonald's, I got that free will. But no, what we're telling you is the Lord put that thought in your mind. I'm gonna show you this gift.
Well, I got another question. So, if I think what I'm hearing is like, so there's just God predestines everything.
That's right.
So He chooses a certain people, but He created the other people, right? So why would He create all these other people who are not
Worthy.
predestined for doing His
Let me ask you a
will and
question.
doing good?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever saw Die Hard, the movie, with
Yeah.
Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Why did the director make Bruce Willis the hero and he make Hans the bad guy to fall out of the window? They're all His creation, right? That's the same with the theatrics of the Lord. Now, when you go into that word God, in the Greek, it goes back to the word theos, which goes back to theater.
Okay.
So the earth is nothing more than a stage where the theatrics of the Lord is played. This is nothing more than a screenplay.
Okay.
And the Lord has a good guy, a bad guy, a villain. He has a damsel in distress. He has the wicked elite with this diabolical plan to take over the world, to have everybody chipped. And they're going to be overcome. This is the plans of the Lord. He created that scenario. He created that script. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just simplify. All right? So, give me what you got. Second.
Yeah, kind of this second Esdras, going back to what you said about the people. Second Esdras 6 and 54.
Give me that vessels of honor.
It said, after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right, so the people, all the people come from Adam, you know, but also the people whom the Lord has chosen. See? Right?
It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Yep, that's it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans 9, and I'm going to start at verse 21. I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, nay, but O man, who art thou that thou repliest against the Most High? It's Romans 9, verse 19. Thou wilt say unto me,
Right, so you might say this unto us. Go ahead.
why doth he yet find fault?
Right, so how could the Lord find fault of someone if he created you this way? See? Go ahead.
For who hath resisted his will?
So who has resisted his will? That's the same with the dynamic of a movie, or a director. If I tell you you're the bad guy and you play that certain role, you can't resist my will if you want that part. Go ahead.
Continuing on. Nay, but, O man,
But oh man, that's the scriptures being facetious somewhere, saying that you only a man, and these thoughts are way above your strength. Go ahead.
who art thou
Who are you? Go ahead.
that repliest against the Most High?
Yeah, you were playing against the Most High, the one that actually created you. Go ahead.
Shall the thing formed
Should the thing form, meaning you who was created? Go ahead.
say to him that formed it,
Say to the one that formed you. Go ahead.
why hast thou made me thus?
Yeah, why did you make me the bad guy? Go ahead.
Verse 21. It says, hath not the potter power over the clay?
So the potter has power over the clay.
Okay.
The guy that had that clay to make that, he could have made it without that what? He could have made it into a German film, but he made it into that base. Well,
Continue on of the same look to make one vessel unto honor
right, so the Lord made one vessel into honor, meaning a chosen people, go ahead,
and another unto dishonor.
and another people that relish in wickedness, go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 22. What if the Most High willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, and dirt, much more several vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
So the Lord has certain vessels created that's fitted for destruction. They was meant to be destroyed. Okay? See? Go ahead. Oh, that was it on that.
All right. Well,
Okay, bro. So I
it
hope
was
you
really
answered
cool
your
talking to you
question.
guys.
Huh? Yeah, I hope your question was answered. Bro.
But I think it's time for me to eat with my girlfriend.
Oh, okay, bro.
I just wanted
so you was compelled to come over?
Yeah.
You go have a nice drink?
I don't drink, but
Oh, okay.
we're just eating some food.
Well, let me ask you a question, bro. You know your nationality, your line go back to? Just
I
out of
think
curiosity?
my granddad traced ours back to Scotland.
Okay. Well, you could be an Israelite. I mean, I can tell you, you're a Jake, bro, because your spirit is peak, your interest is peak. You're an Israelite, man. Because we don't really go by color. We go by the spirit of it. So your spirit resonates with what's going on. We can see that you was eating this up, and you had a genuine interest. You know, you can tell Esau, they be, you can see it, bro. Yeah, he could be a Jake. I really believe you're a Jake, bro. I say that to the spirit. You one of us. You know? Yeah, go ahead.
Quick precept. This is the book of Romans 8 and verse 16.
Yep, check this out.
The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit
See, it didn't say the flesh. The spirit bear witness with our spirit. Go ahead.
that we are the children of the Most High.
So you one of us. You one of the children of the Most High. So you would be one of those that was created. When you go into the prophecies, one of the things that happened to us, we were scattered throughout all these different nations. So you could look a certain way. That's why, see, what we're dealing with is the highest form of knowledge and understanding to see it.
Yeah.
We are the carriers of supreme knowledge of it, although it don't seem like it at face value, you know, but it is what it is. So, bro, you know, hey, man, enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy your day. I believe you're an Israelite, bro.
Cool.
No.
Well, I'd shake y'all's hands if all this wasn't going on.
But,
But it was awesome talking to you guys.
all right, bro.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. Yeah, you can be a Jake. He was compelled to come over. Compelled to come over. And you know, it take a lot, man. Like if you see the setting behind us, you know, for you to leave your girl, he gonna go back, his girl gonna be pissed, man. Yeah, she hit him on the phone. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You gonna go over there and break it down to her. You talking to them now, one of them. Yeah, he met Sophia. And let's let you know too that this knowledge, man, like it has that feminine, it has a feminine overtone because it nourishes you. And a woman don't want another woman. Man, your woman here, another woman cooks you some shit like that. Just feeding you. Man, you got some explaining to do. Yeah, you're like, oh shit. She found out, man, this.
Just to continue on, the spirit. This is Proverbs 16:1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
Right, so it don't give a damn what you thought, okay? The Lord is the one that prepared your thoughts, your intentions, even your very steps. And it tells you that, I believe that's Proverbs 20 chapter. You got that? Get that real quick.
It's the book of Proverbs 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
See, just like that guy. He walked up, he didn't think that he was going to come up there, you know? He probably didn't even know he was going to go to that restaurant. He probably had plans the other day, but for the most part, he probably did. Definitely, he didn't think he was going to come up here and go back and forth with us. Yep, go ahead,
It says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah, read that again.
It says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
So you don't know your own way. You don't know your coming or going, man. Yahweh Shemiah said, look, man, your destiny lies with Yahweh Shemiah Shah, man. You don't know, none of us know what's going to happen with us, man. That's why scriptures tell you that the beginning of knowledge is fear of the Most High. If you really into this thing, you fear what can happen to you, man. You fear your next step, man. The Lord can destroy you. If the Lord ain't got an answer to no fucking body. That's somebody will say, why did you kill him, Lord? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't even got the access to talk to the Lord.
Oh, I got
Yep, that was it. You had?
Yeah, that was
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes,
Yep.
but the Lord weigheth the spirit.
Yep, go ahead. Oh, continue right here. Continue. Continue.
Verse 3 says, commit thy works unto the Lord,
Yep.
and thy thoughts shall be established.
See, and that's why we are dead set on coming out here to teach, man. Our thoughts are established. The Lord, I want you to stay right there too.
I got it.
The Lord wants us to perform a work. And guess what? I be damned if we not going to do it, man. Because if we are the prophets of the Lord, we're going to do his business. Just like if you're the wicked, you want to do what the wicked is set to do. And as you read on, it's going to tell you that.
Verse 4, Proverbs 16:4, the Lord hath made all things for himself.
Right, the Lord made all things, just like the guy asked. Why would the Lord do it? And those used to be go-to questions that would ease the minds of doubters. They'll go to that, and that would somehow confound one that was not learned. You know, they'll say that, you know, in the back pocket, they'll bring it out. You know, they'll say, you know what? Well, why would the Lord create everybody, and the Spirit ain't on, you'll be confounded? Well, you know, man, I don't know why, man. You know, no, we can go to the answers to that. We read one of them now. Go ahead.
Proverbs
And
16:4.
that presses the hope of unbelief. Like, fuck, you know?
Proverbs 16:4, the Lord hath made all things for himself.
Right, all things, all the nations, the Lord created all of them, man.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked, see? Even the wicked for the day of evil, man. So Esau, the so-called white man, which is the wicked, he was created for the day of evil. You know, whenever you see wickedness happen, for an example, the transatlantic slave trade, when you came over here as cargo, guess what? That was the day of evil. But the Lord created the wicked to pretty much bring it to pass. You know? You have to have somebody that's just enough of wicked, put you on a ship. And, there's a term known as tight packing. You can look it up. Where they had jakes in those ships, like sardines, man. Defecating on each other, vomiting on each other. You had babies on the ship, man. And they threw them over to the... Hey, you needed the perfect vessel to carry that out. It had to be the wicked in place to do that, you know? You have to be wicked to goddamn castrate someone, cut their damn nuts off. Oh, what's that guy? We went into a video on him a while back. This guy, they made a public spectacle of him. They cut his hands off. Because it's
Claude Neal.
Claude Neal, man. Y'all look up.
Remember the name now.
Yeah, that's the Spirit of the Lord.
Yep.
Look up this guy, Claude Neal.
Yep.
They cut his genitals off and they stuffed him in his mouth. And they did all this with a big gathering, man.
Yep. Oh, selling tickets.
Yeah, they were selling tickets to come see this guy get fucked over, man. They cut his fingers off.
Yep.
They cut his testicles off, stuffed it in his mouth, right there on a big stage,
Yep.
man.
Yep. Yep.
So the point is what? That was the day of evil for Claude Neal. But guess what? It had to be a wicked to be there to do that.
Right.
The righteous wouldn't do no shit like that. You have to be designed in some way. A fish won't fly, man. He's going to be confined to his habitation. Birds don't fly, right? You're not going to see a bird under the wing. Huh?
I got research out of it.
Yeah, give us a
Okay, this is coming at 26. It started at 24. It said, he that hateth dissembles with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Yeah, complete abomination in his heart. Which the scriptures going to the 7 things the Lord hate. Give me that. I think that's Proverbs 16. Get that real quick. Now that word 7 goes into completion. So that means this man is a complete demon. He's a complete devil. You know? He's completely the wicked. I don't give a damn how he might come across in his dockers, his button-up shirt, and he might come across you with smooth words, smooth as butter. Man, but in this man's heart is all type of, it's complete abomination. See? Go ahead.
Yeah, it
We're going to go
said,
back to the Proverbs. Go ahead.
in Proverbs 6 and 16, these 6 things doth the Lord hate.
Now hold up. It said these 6 things. It said these 6 things. Good the Lord hate. But hold up. It goes further. Say what?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7. Meaning what? This is the complete. This is what drives the complete hatred of the Lord. Because the Lord can have hatred for you, but then you gotta have complete hatred for you. He can hate the things you do. He can hate the situation you in. You know, he can hate your thoughts. And then the Lord got the authority to shape and mold you to what he do love. But if he completely hate you, that's it, man. That's boom, stamp, approved. You know? You are that one that the Lord hates. You are Esau. If the 7, hey, that's the precept now. To go to Obadiah. When it say, not Obadiah, but Malachi.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob, I love Esau. I hate. Why do you hate Esau? Well, we're going to go here. Because this is the complete hatred. And they're going to go into why. See, the Lord going into why he hates Esau right here. That's it, right? That's it. Hey, Carl, you gotta remember the spirit, man. The spirit be working, man. So now let's get that real quick. Proverbs 7. This is the Lord giving an explanation why he hates Esau. What?
Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look.
Is not that synonymous with Esau? Yeah, this man is proud, man. A proud look. Go ahead.
A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Come on. And that goes all the way back to your forefather Cain. So, Yahweh Shai said that he's the father of lies, man. Okay? And he abode not in the truth. Go ahead.
It says, in hands that shed innocent blood.
Hey, we ain't even got to break that down. We can just keep going. But we gonna go into it. Because this man, Claude Neal, man. Claude Neal. We might have to go back into that, man. Yeah. The Lord will. We'll be doing something. You know? Not going to that. So what? It said hands that shed innocent blood. All right. When you came over here to the Americas, really it wasn't just America. It was North, South, and Central America, man. You slaughtered the natives, man, and that was innocent blood, man, in relation to your ass. Because why? They nursed you to health, man. You brung all kind of rats and shit over here on the. You know them Edomites, man. Them Edomites were nasty as hell on them goddamn shit, man. Dirty as fuck, man. Yeah, they ain't bring no women. Oh, that's a beautiful point.
That was against they like, what's that, superstition? To bring a woman this bad luck.
Oh, well, you see why Esau's like it.
Yeah.
Like Esau to this day, right? They try to groom the little kids with the tree houses.
Yeah.
No girls allowed. You fucking faggot, man. Man, Jake, you were young, you were looking at you popping women and shit. Yeah, you were hunting and shit. But Esau, you know, they got that shit, the Little Rascals, you ever saw that? Where they had the clubhouse and no women was allowed.
Yeah, Little Rascals.
Yeah, Little Rascals. Yeah, Alfalfa had the gun, and they were mad at him, man. They wanted the dog all in there and shit.
It says, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Right, and Esau guilty of that, man. Hands that shed innocent blood. Even to this very day, you have what's known as like collateral damage, where they'll bomb these different nations. Then his little babies and shit get put to death, man. Although we know it go back to the judgment of the Lord, but hey, Esau guilty of that, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and heart that devises wicked imaginations.
And the heart that devises wicked imaginations, man. Which ultimately is this chip. You know? That's that wicked imagination, which goes back to you and your desire and your lust to once more bring us into hardcore captivity. That's Esau's lust, man. To get to the day they can go back to putting their foot in Jake ass, man. And chasing you and hanging you and castrating you, man. That's the lust of Esau. Scriptures tell you that they have not hated blood. They get a rush, man, for blood. Now, do you think hunting natural? I'm talking about in the sense of for sport. You go into these damn devil's cabins, you got a damn deer head hanging. Man, that's wicked, man. That's some scary movie shit. You know, but you've been desensitized and conditioned to believe that that's normal. You mean tell me you cut off a fucking deer head and stuff it and hang it on the wall, man? You don't think there's something wrong with that shit? Let's show you that Esau is the devil, man. Yeah.
That's their nature, man. Like,
Yeah.
That's what they is, a hunter.
Yeah, they're cunning hunters. Hey, that's how they break the ice. Like if they want to, enjoy time with they little one, their grandson, they take them hunting, man. They give them a strap. You know, to break the ice. Oh, and they got, that's like, the best way I can simplify, like a junkie, his fix for a hit. But that's how Esau get his fix, man. For blood, man. How about that, man? That's what you're dealing with, man.
That's right. Yeah, resist the blood.
Yep, go ahead.
I got some back here. This is the book of Psalms 11, and I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, the Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence is so hated.
And him that loveth violence, man. Esau loveth violence, man. Okay? This is a part of their DNA, they makeup. It's woven in their very fabric, man. There's nothing Esau can do to be rehabilitated, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, these devils, the only way they're going to work anything out is going to be by the way of the sword. See? Feel good out here, huh? Go ahead. You got something?
This is going back in.
Go ahead.
Going back to Proverbs, this is 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Right, everyone that is proud in heart. Now, when you go out with the Spirit, be on us to go into that. Their heart really translates to these secret meetings, man, which is driven by pride. You know, when these devils sit down and try to concoct some type of plan to combat the will of Yahweh by Shemashah, that's spirit right there. Yeah. Hey, but hey, that's the way they can't get out of who they are. Wish y'all gonna see that, man. You get caught somewhere with these motherfuckers, man, yeah.
Oh, now you talking about that is not hated blood.
They love blood. Yeah, that's a dude right there. And they keep telling that dude there, man, they probably reverence him and shit. Probably deity and shit on the south side. Yeah. Legion is out today. Legion is out.
Sacrificing in the church.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand.
Right, though hand join in hand, which, a lot of our problems go back, and I'm going to just throw it out there, man, straight up. A lot of the problems, we know it go back to Yahweh by Shemashah, but the Lord used certain pressure points, Now, this guy Martin Luther King, the civil rights movement, right? They pushed this idea of being joined hand in hand. This man had a desire to see little white boys and little white girls joining hands, man. Fresh off of the results of them castrating you and hanging you.
And not only that, he read the speech that was written by a so-called Jew, man.
Oh, yep,
You
he
know
did.
what I'm
He did.
And that's the integrity of how people just gone, man. Just to read the speech saying little white boys and little white girls, but he's supposed to be a Catholic. You know, folks been brought up in the church. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? That show you that today in these churches, that's pretty much a carryover, if you will, of the civil rights movement. Because when you go back to the civil rights movement, it was all headed by so-called ministers, pastors, man. Goddamn Medgar Evers or somebody, you know, or the doctor, Reverend Martin Luther King. You should right there. You should say, man, hold up, man. Something ain't right with this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead. You got something?
Real quick. That's Proverbs 11 and 21. What you were saying? No hand joining hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Yeah. So no matter how much you try to rehabilitate the so-called white man, you can hold his hand, you can try to cater to this man. Guess what? It's in him, man. You know, it's in his spirit to be the wicked, and it's in his spirit to be an enemy of Israel. Matter of fact, you'll give me that up. I think it's about 13. 13. It's about 13. Start at 13, I think. 15. Yeah, so it's almost like when you consider like a lion and a deer. You think the deer gonna sit around and say, you know what, let's make everything right with this lion. No, that deer gonna get the fuck out of there, man. The scriptures don't tell you to go consider the beast of the field. Consider the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Matter of fact, you'll give me that too, out. It's about 33 and 14. Yep, go ahead, give me what you got.
Yeah, this is Rock 13 and 15. Every beast loving his life.
Right, every beast loving his life. Go ahead.
And every man loving his neighbor.
See, and every man loveth his neighbor, man. This thing is about separation. See, go ahead.
All
Oh,
flesh.
and I'm gonna say something too, man. You act like the Lord made everybody this different just to bring you together, man. Everybody different on all levels. Do you know different nations got different taste buds, man? Different nations they have different delicacies, man. Different nations listen to different music. That's why the scriptures say a world, this world, that world. When you listen to certain Edomite music and shit, you're going into their world. And you notice that you ain't a part of that world. Like, man, I can't listen to this shit, man. Or like a Moabite. Man, you can't rock with that shit, man. But that's another world, man. So the Lord created everybody to be separate. See, that's the fucking devil, man. Go ahead.
Reincarnate everything.
That's Herbert.
Man, that's
That's Herbert. That's Herbert. You see that? It's good. Everything come around, man. Yep. Go ahead.
This verse 16. All flesh consorted according to kind.
Right. According to your life. Go ahead.
And a man would cleave to his life.
Right, and a man would cleave to his life. That's why you don't see us around people of the world. You know, only if need be, brother got to work. You know, but that's pursuant to our revelation. I mean, what's that? John 17 chapter. Yep, go ahead up.
It says, what fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
Right, you're not going to see a lamb kicking a little wolf. Because he knows instinctively that that's his enemy, man. See? And that's the same with us. We're not going to sit down and try to convince the so-called white man to deal fairly and justly with us, man. No, man. The injustice of this man is well documented, man. You'll be a goddamn fool. Or when you go into all the peace treaties this man broke with the natives, man. Man, come on, man. You asking us to be, you want us to be a fool. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 13. Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he has made crooked?
Hey, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. How could you make that straight with the Lord made crooked? The Lord made Esau. Yeah. The Lord made Esau perverse, man. Nigga watching kiddie porn and.
He made an avenue for that.
Yeah, he did.
He made an avenue for kiddie porn, man. He pedophile, man. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Esau gave Esau. Yeah. Why is it even here? Why does it exist? Scriptures tell you to purge shit like that out from amongst the congregation. You know, and these devils really what it is, they accommodate your wickedness. Or you want a tranny? Well, we got this website for you. The fucking devil, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. And that shit really get you pissed off, man. That's him right there, man. You see that nigga?
Damn.
He all conspicuous with the same shit. Full grown red.
Windows down.
But see, that's what you get when the wicked is in power, man. Right? Yep, give me what you got.
It's 1 Corinthians 6 and 16. What? Know you not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body?
Right, now what's that harlot? That's America, man. When you join to America, that means you in sync. You have a certain synergy with America, with Babylon the Great. Hey, that's heavy. We in Babylon the Great, man. You know, sometimes that come to your mind. They let you know we the prophets of old. I be thinking too. I know you. Like, goddamn, shit, I'm in Babylon, man. And you, a harlot can't hide who she is. A harlot gonna show that she's a harlot, man. A harlot ain't gonna be a harlot, man. That's the spirit, man. Go ahead, up.
Reading on in 1 Corinthians 6:16. For two except he shall be one flesh.
You're gonna be joined with this place America, man. Okay? Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 6 and 17. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit.
He that is joined to the Lord is one spirit, man. Okay? Meaning we are in harmony. we in synergy. Hey, give me Ephesians 4, start at 3. Salakia. The scripture say he that is joined with the Lord is one spirit. Hey, that show you. Matter of fact, before you get that, give me the second, what's that, second Ezra 14? Ecclesiastes 14 and 33. Give me that real quick. Because the scripture just gave you the two extremes. Either you join to the harlot, or you join to Yahushua. That's why when you read Isaiah the 13th chapter, it tells you how those that are joined unto him shall be thrust through. Hey, the Lord is a great warrior, man. Hey, the Lord ain't gonna kick you in the door and ask who's who. Man, when the Lord kick in the door, the Lord putting niggas down that don't have on their uniform, man. See? Yeah, the Lord is a great warrior. Hey, the Lord gonna come in there and talk. The Lord gonna come in there with the sword and dip it. No, all the talking is done, man. Yeah, come on.
In this book of Sirach, 33 and verse 14.
Yep.
Good is set against evil.
See, whoa, good is set against evil, man. There's no in between over here. All right, go ahead.
And life against death.
It's life against death. Either you with us or you against us, man. Go ahead.
So it's the godly against the sinner.
See that? So it's the godly against the sinner, man. We got every right to not want to coexist with the wicked. That's our right, man. So you mean to tell me you got a problem with a deer because he don't want to hang around the lion? No, man, that's his right. That man, that deer don't want to die, man. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, so it's the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Continue.
So look upon all the works of the Most High.
So look upon all the works of the Most High. Are not we considering the beast of the field? That's the works of the Lord. The Lord just set that dynamic up in those different scenarios where damn deer running for his life for nothing. It wasn't created for the National Geographic Channel. It was created for you to consider and see, oh, this is the works of the Lord. That means there is separation. See? Go ahead up.
And there are two.
Yeah, and there's a method to it. It's not like the deer is propped up in it. Like the deer, you low level. No, it's all based upon survival, man. And you can't knock that, man. You can't knock that. This man trying to live. You mad at me because I want to live, man. I don't want to be devoured by these damn lions. Go ahead.
And there are two and two, one against another.
See, and there's two and two, one against another. And that's all the works of the Lord. When you consider the transitioning of day to night, all right, when you see right now, you see the sun is about to descend, then the moon gonna come, the night gonna come. That's a battle, man. All right, we're gonna come into a time where the night is gonna overcome, and that fight gonna continue, man. Hey, let's show you that the Lord is a man of war. All right, you can sit down, you can stand up. That's a fight, man. Yeah, light and darkness. You can go to sleep, you wake up, you spit, you swallow. You breathe in, you breathe out. You open your hand, you close your hand. You give, you take. Do you know that's a war, man? See? You got more of it? All right? Yep. Everything. Hey, now you get that everything. Everything, man. On and off. Embrace, push away. You know what I mean? Laugh, cry. Everything is a fight, man. Everything is a war. So now all of a sudden we off. Because we don't want to be around our enemies, man. Guess what? The Lord is going to exonerate us, man. The Lord is going to deliver us. That's why when you read concerning the law with the damsel in distress, the reason why she's going to be free because she cried out that she was being seized and raped. Versus those that didn't say nothing, right? So we crying out against this man. We're not content with him taking us down, man. So Yahushua going to deliver us, man. Oh man, the book of Susanna sums it up. And that spirit, you know, I think if I'm not mistaken, one of the women that followed Yahushua name was Susanna. I think that's in St. John the 7th chapter. That could be. Yeah, because it bring her, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I believe you can look it up just to see, just qualified.
What a pure woman do. They don't want to be touched by no other man but their husband.
But they husband.
You know, and that's what we do. We crying out.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Doc said.
And the husband honor that. Even if the man defiled you, if you cried out and you fought desperately to fight against that and your loyalty towards your husband, man, then the husband gonna honor that. And what the husband gonna do though? He's gonna be filled with wrath, man. He's gonna wanna get those enemies back who defiled his woman. Okay?
Right.
This Babylon, man. I ain't never seen no shit like that. You gotta be wild and shit.
He ain't gonna be that long.
He gonna be crazy. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, go ahead. Man, this place finished, man. Well, tell him what she doing with these damn. Come on, man. I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. Hey, put a pump. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, yeah.
I got a little precept. This is Psalms 12 and 8. It reads, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who is the vilest men? Esau. And they are exalted, you know, and that's why you see wickedness all around you, man. Because they give you, like I said, they give you the avenue.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. They give you the jurisdiction. You got the right to do wicked. That's why people, they celebrate and having democracy and freedom. Well, really, it's freedom to go off, man. That's what America pushes. No restrictions. Free will. That's why even he said that, you know? Yep, go ahead.
It's Job 10. It's like Job 10, I'm going to start at 21. Before I go, whence I shall not return. Yep. Even to the land of darkness.
Yep, even to the land of darkness. Hey, matter of fact, could you read the 20th verse?
God, this is
because this will throw people off. Read this right here.
Job 10 and 20. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone that I may take comfort a little.
Right, go ahead.
It says, before I go, this I shall not return.
And now, somebody will read that without understanding, and that's talking about Job dying. So leave me alone till my days are few, so that I might go to the, you know, go ahead.
It says, before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death.
That's dealing with America. So when light is shed upon his precept, it's really dealing with Job was prophesying right here. He was prophesying about America. See, go ahead.
Without any order.
Without any order. Now, that's what's happening in America. Ain't no order in America. This place is out of order. You know what? This is going to spill over. Spirit, I might go into this. I might do a lesson on it. Because, you know, of late, right? You see these different militia groups. They're beginning to descend upon these different federal buildings. And they plan, hey, up in Michigan, they ordered a hit on the governor, man. So we coming into a time where it's not going to be, it's going to be complete chaos. It's not going to be any order. This is going to be maximized. This is going to reach a certain boiling point. There's going to be no order in America whatsoever, man. Because it tells you that in 2 Ezra 15 and 16. Yep, they're not going to regard their princes or their kings. That's good. What you think about it? If you want to get there, get there. So that's what you're saying right here, without any order. Now we know that, you know, this is the first stages of that, for real. You know, the fact that all kinds of commandment now. But that's going to morph into literally no order out here. and literally darkness too. Because it's gonna be rural areas, it's gonna be certain areas where the power gonna go out here in America. It's gonna be potential power outages. And we know that to be true because that happened in ancient Egypt. Now when you go into ancient Egypt, they had a lighting system. They had a lighting system. They had like they'll blink off the sun. They'll have tunnels and mirrors. And it'll light up damn rooms and stuff. Yep. So you how about some outside? The same thing happened in ancient Egypt. We're gonna have it again here. All right, go ahead.
The second Ezra 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. But there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princesses, in the course of their acts shall stand in their power.
Right. Like we just mentioned, and you can look it up for yourself. They ordered a hit. The governor of well, that means, Lord will, I'm gonna try to touch it, go into that, man. Because that's a part of prophecy, man. And that's a major prophecy, man. You know? And who have heard of such a thing? We just got these, especially here in America, they're just blatantly coming up against the powers that like, look, man, they showing up at the damn different buildings with damn scraps, man. Oh, that was you had the bazooka, man. Goddamn grenade, man. Over the subway?
Yeah, he's a son.
That's how you in the movie on Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
They had strapped the, I think it was a mail or something on the cross.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that. Now, that goes to show you that Esau know what he talking about because George Bush came out with that. If they knew what we was doing, the people would hang us in the middle of the street.
Oh, yeah.
But the first George Bush said that, man. So it's finna come to light. And that's prophecy.
Yeah, they knew how we was fucking the people. That's what he was saying. You know what I mean? They knew what we was planning. You know?
Nah, like you said, like right now, this is with the coronavirus. Not every state is open right now.
Oh, yeah.
Not everything is open. Like say Michigan or California, New York. They're gonna get tired of this shit.
Yeah. Well, it's already happened. Because you gotta remember, the media ain't gonna push it so much. But hey, VA, I think Ohio, Washington, and of course Michigan, man. And the other places too, man. They're actually coming up against the government. They got the straps, you know, and they ain't doing with with the civil rights movement. You know, locking arms. Was that show that Esau guilty, man? Because the scriptures say you have stretched forth your hand against such that was at peace. They're our people, man. Even though kingdom, you know, they ain't know no better, man. They ain't know, you know. But they came peacefully, man. You know, because a lot of them dudes weren't sincere. They was tied up with the powers that be. But they had garnished followers. They had true followers to themselves. A lot of them was young Jakes, man. And they came out there, and they were sincere, man, but they weren't trying to fight. They were trying to lock arms and do it peacefully, man. Man, you devils got a lot to pay for, man. And you know, they came out there peaceful, and you sick dogs on them, man.
There's I don't know y'all know the rapper named My Son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed the difference between how Esau coming up against the cops and shit, they doing shit, but Jake coming peaceful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing it, but the cops coming at Jake so hard.
Yeah. I did a video on it.
Yep.
Well, you had the one. It was an experiment.
Yep.
When you had the cops, it was a damn crazy ass Edomite out there with an assault rifle, and the cop pulled up and what they call it, the fuse. Yeah. Yeah, they de-escalated. They de-escalated. You know, oh, sir. Man, Jake, hey, it was in the same city, all right, and it was a Jake. And the Jake was walking with the strap. Hey, man, Esau jumped that motherfucker in 05. If it wasn't for the lady said, no, it's a question. I'm recording. They was going to put him in jail.
There's a video, too. I think it was a Jake, not mistaken. Had to be Jake. I think it was a cop told Jake, hey, get on the ground, whatever, right? He said, he got on the ground. He had his weapon on. This is Charlotte. You know, Charlotte, they ain't got no, in Florida, you can have
open carry.
You gotta have no permit. You have open carry. Oh. So the cop said, hey, put your gun down. Well, like, he pulled his gun out, trying to put it down, the cop shot him.
Oh.
He say, you told me, boom, silent.
You can have a cell phone, man. You ain't gotta have a weapon. You a Jake, you a threat. You gonna get popped. Got a precept.
Yep, right.
This Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood
Right, and Esau established this town on blood. Give me a drunkenness.
and established.
Yeah, because really, you know, when you let's say, let's say, all right, you produce harvest and farmland. You do that with water, man. You do that with water, man. You put water in the ground, and that's what grows. That's what it means, build a town on blood. You build every town off really water, because you got seeds and plants, and you grow your produce. And that's how your town grows, economically, right? This devil, he grew this town off blood, man. It was built off the blood. He didn't say, you know what? Hey, when King Solomon got the temple built, he got with, what's that guy name?
King Lebanon.
Yeah. But then he got with different guys, you know? Yeah, he got with different guys. But did he put the whip on him? Did he build the temple with blood? No, man, he paid him, man. So Esau could have easily negotiated something with Jacob. No, man, they put their foot in your ass. They put the whip on you, and they shed blood. And this city that you have today is off the blood and the backs of Israel. The Peach Bowl. I mean, what else?
The city's like a graveyard.
Oh yeah, the city like a graveyard.
That's blood that ain't even been documented, man. Think of how these cities just spur up out of nowhere, man. All these tombstones, man, which symbolize buildings, man.
Yeah, cause that's the physical aspect. That's the Lord showing you.
Showing you, like, this is
Because
how
if you
it
look
is.
at a graveyard, it looks just like America. It's erected stone. You got rocks, you know. So America is nothing more than it's a literal graveyard. It looks like handstones. You know, even the buildings like that, right?
Yeah.
It got that in the graveyard.
That's a graveyard, yeah.
But the churches, they had a little curve. Well, you see that in the graveyard. Now I did a video on that. It's on my channel. And the Spirit had me where I put the image up there. And the image is right there. You got the skyline, and it looked just like a graveyard. And if they're about to line, hey, and that's just like, you know, when somebody comes to life, that's why a great fish on the plane. He's coming alive, you know? Like, you see them move the graveyard, and, yep, yeah, Jason, you know? And that's how it is. Like at the end of the movie, you take the movie over, everybody going back to say, and then, motherfucker, reach out and grab. That's us, man. We reach out, and they grab your feet, grab your heels.
That's beautiful too. Hey, before that, but the music started playing.
Yeah.
The trumpet started blowing.
Yeah.
Before you get grabbed, that, you know, music. That's us,
that's
man.
it, yeah.
With the trumpets out here blowing
Before that awakening.
Before you break it.
And that a life, and again, they always grab your leg. Like you stand over the dead body, they always say, reach out and grab you.
I said on Tusalaki, overshot. They said the one that was in the town blood, the same guy you killed. He just came back to life and said the one they killed.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone episode,
Oh, yeah.
clean up this fast?
Yeah.
So the same ones you put to death came back to life and tell them that you the murderer, man. That's right. You the murderer, man.
Hey, you know what? There's no better evidence than that. You know, like you yeah, you might like, hey, they wish they could have the guy to come back from the grave and say, yeah, he did it. Guess what? That's what the luxury the Lord given us, man. We able to come back and say, devil, you the one that did it, man. You guilty of putting us to death. Right?
I got that
Yeah.
Revelation 17:5. It's like I'm gonna start at 6. It says, start at 5. It says, and upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Right, and this place is a mystery. Because this is not as of an open and shut case as many might think in relation to knowing that Babylon the Great is America. As plain as it is to us, that's a mystery to these people, man. When we married modern terminology such as America, which was perceived to be an ancient book, man, that causes you people to stumble. Yep, go ahead up.
It said mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlot, and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Right, and that's America. This place is drunken with the blood of the saints, man. You know? Yep, go ahead.
It said, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I
And
saw
a martyr, when you go into the word martyr, it goes into witnesses of Yahushua. Go ahead.
it says, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Yep.
Continue on icon. It said, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman.
Right, we're going to tell you the mystery of the woman. Go ahead.
It says, and of the beast that carried her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Go ahead.
It said, the beast that
Now,
thou...
real quick, let's jump up to the first verse.
Yeah, God.
Jump up to the first verse.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It said Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great horse.
See, the judgment of the great horse. So that's a judgment prepared for America, man. You know, and again, that judgment is because of what you did to the saints. So this is what we teaching being the good news. Why? Because we know through the scriptures, you know, and the decree laid by Lord Yahweh Shah, that these devils gonna pay for what they did, man. You know? You know what I mean? Because think about it too, right? You know, you consider our people, they might look at these period pieces or documentaries dedicated to Esau putting hell on us, and they lose it, man. You know, they get pissed. Why? Because they don't see that proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. We see that there's judgment. We know that no man gets away, man. And Esau not going to get away. We're going to get the law on that. Real quick, let me get that.
God, yeah, this Numbers 35 and 33. So say ye not pollute the land where ye are.
See? So this is the law. You should not pollute the land wherein you are. Now, how do you pollute the land? Go ahead.
It said, for blood, it defileth the land.
So blood defileth the land. Goddamn people, like, they trying to get the hell out of here, man. Come over and patting their hand on it like chain.
Like chain.
Hey, and like Apostle House said, a lot of these Edomites come up and act like they don't know who we are, or they might ride by and shit like that. They know who we are, you know. They watch the video. They probably got the video on. But the scripture said you should not pollute the land. We're going to show you how do you pollute the land. Go ahead.
It said for blood, it defileth the land.
See, blood defileth the land. So it's no mystery, right, that the so-called white man came up off of the blood. The blood of the Israelites. Go ahead.
It said for blood, it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that
So
is
this
shed
blood
therein.
this blood can't be clean, right? Go ahead.
It said, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So the very one that shed the blood, his blood has to be shed in order to make things right. Okay? We don't want no damn reparations, man. You know what I'm saying? No. We want you. That's the reparation. Matter of fact, look at me at Isaiah 6, yes. So the Lord, the reparation the Lord is going to give us is you. Because when you possess a certain person, you possess, yeah, that's the blessing. You possess, if I possess you, I possess your attributes, I possess your strength, your quality. You got land, I possess that. Yeah, I possess your children if you have any. We're gonna drain you out. We're gonna drain you for everything you got. And that's why you see these devils, you know, with this, they got this very, real adamant, you know, persistent spirit on them to try to bring forth their new world order, man. Because it's all an effort to enslave the inhabitants of the planet Earth, really Israel. Now, the scriptures tell you that oppression shall not rise a second time, man. So our people not going into captivity ever again. Thus says the Bible. Right? All right, go ahead.
God, yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 60 and 14.
Yep.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Right, it say the sons of them also that afflicted thee. Who afflicted you? First and foremost, the so-called white man. Now, the scriptures say the sons, right? That's if you can receive it, that's the case of reincarnation. You give me that where it says the sun shall not.
It's about the taste.
Yeah.
Sound great. Yep.
But it's another. Now, give me the example where the king.
Oh, that did first king.
Yeah, get that first Kings real quick. So the scriptures say the sons, right, of those that afflicted us shall come bowing to us. Now, when you consider a son, hey, I'm going to say this again. The scripture's not written for entertainment, man. That word son is not there to sound tough. No, there's a reason why the word son is there, because your son come after you.
That's it.
Right? That's why when you read Hosea the 4th chapter, the Lord says, since you hated knowledge, I shall forget your children. Meaning, I'm going to forget you. All right? That's why you see Jake today with their pants sagging, psycho babbling, up in McDonald's, rapping, yo, got it, man.
Quoting Young G.
Yeah. Niggas just bust out. Oh, like we had the guy to come on up. And he quoted Young Jesus as if it was the scripture, man. He said, man, like Young Jesus said. I forgot what he said. Then he ended it off with it. Yeah. You got like older niggas, they hold fast to Tupac. Like when you hear that saying, only God can judge you, that shit comes from Tupac, man. Yeah, you gotta rap your. Oh, when the scriptures say the leaders of this people called in the era, you throw the rappers in there. The people subscribe to rappers, man. They hold fast. That's why, hey, you can tell that this world and what these rap niggas say is contrary to the scriptures. Now, what's one of these rap niggas' main quotes that has spilled over to the hood? Don't handcuff a hoe. Or don't handcuff a bitch or whatever, right? Well, the scriptures tell you to do that. Scriptures tell you literally to handcuff your wrong. You should have your woman, that's your possession.
Come on, all these women in the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to handcuff this one.
Yeah.
You got all these women to choose from, but you want my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's so that Jake Wicked is all hell, man. Jake get it. Jake, yeah, it is. Jake get arrested fucking with Joe Ball. Oh yeah. My people had seen the wickedness of the wicked. Yep. Right.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that first King 21.
Now, before you read that again, what you just read.
All right, come. Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 60 and 14.
Yep, go ahead.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Now, who is the people that afflicted you? The so-called white man. That's well documented, man. We ain't just make that up. It's well documented that this man castrated you, hung you, fed your babies to alligators, raped and ravished your women, and subdued you, man. You're under subjection of your enemies. I don't give a damn if you got a white co-worker friend. That don't matter, man. The reason why you're in the position that you're in is one nation overthrew you. And our people, they are not willing to digest that concept. Yeah, they trust in oppression. They have been downtrodden so long that they don't understand the engagements of war, all right? Two nations can't coexist with each other. You're going to either be in subjection to another. And who is obviously in control? Well, pull out your wallet and show me your dollar bill and who face on it. That's a signet of the so-called white man company. Right? Go ahead.
All right, Kai, it says, the son also done that afflicted thee.
The son, you think it was written for nothing? Go ahead.
Shall come bending unto thee.
And that's the good news of the gospel. The very ones that afflicted you is going to come bending to you. And we're in the beginning stages of that. This man in his kingdom is now faltering. You see that?
Well,
go ahead, brother.
Hearing what you are saying, there is a great truth to what you are saying, and the ultimate truth is that in between two nations, and if one is the dominant over the other, or the one is subjected by the other one,
right?
Whatever afflictions were put upon the lesser will be revisited by the dominant. If you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I get what you're saying.
So what's done on one side, and if it's done by that side, those same afflictions that are put upon the other will come back to revisit.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right, bro. Could be such a true statement made. And that's how things happen, because that's why you have the example of seasons change. It don't stay one season forever. That's the highest power conceivable, giving you an example, you know, if you paying attention spiritually, if you tapped in, right, that things don't stay in a perpetual state. The brother made a beautiful point, man. You know, and you know what? You got those amongst our people that got the mental capacity to receive this type of information, man. But you have others that have been acclimated, you know, because there's such, I don't know if you ever heard this, bro, a Stockholm syndrome.
Yes, I have.
See what I'm saying? So that's a very true entity that has dominated the minds of our people to where they're not willing to entertain the idea of actually overcoming your enemy. You know, because you've been downtrodden so long. See?
One thing, I like how you put the changing of the seasons into play, just because what I consider is the voice of God speaks, how we speak to each other, doesn't speak that way.
Yeah.
It puts things in front of you where our mouths cannot comprehend, can't speak it. It's put in front of you for your eyes
And
to
we know what,
observe.
bro, let's get a scripture. This is what the real come get some out. Get Matthew 24. Because that's beautiful, because the Lord, one thing about a wonderful counselor, they give you examples. You know, if you want to teach your kid, it tells you experience is the best teacher. You can only tell somebody so much, but unless you give them hands-on experience, something that they can see tangibly, it's not going to really resonate. Now, real quick, bro, go ahead, make your point.
I want to say this. Cover your ears. Cover them. Cover your ears. What can you hear?
Okay, yeah.
The voice of God goes beyond it. It goes beyond your hearing. Well,
you know what?
A man who's never heard in his life knows what's right and what's wrong.
Well, you know what? The scriptures tell you that he that have ears to hear, let him hear. So that's not talking about physical ears.
Beyond.
Spiritual. Let's talk about instincts, you know? So real quick, let's get this. That's a good point. Brother, bring that good point.
Yeah, in St. Matthew 30, so like in St. Matthew 24 and 32.
Well,
Now learn the parable of the fig tree,
well,
when his branches yet tender, and put forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
so the scriptures say, learn the parable of the fig tree, meaning the Lord give you tangible things to see, and you can gauge from that, you know, and you can equate that with the things that's happening in relation to your life and beyond.
Right.
So that's why we know that there's a changing of the guard, there's a transition of power. And this reign of terror by the so-called white man, and I understand, you know, and see, when we say the so-called white man, we're really talking about the chief house of the nation of Egypt, in the form of these international bankers, those that seize control of the planet Earth, the resources of the planet Earth. The average Joe six-pack, he don't know what's going on, just like the average Jake, you know. But those that seize control of the planet Earth, they got this diabolical plan to insert their new world order, man. You know? But it's dwindling. You know, they're losing control. And right now, you see that the dollar is volatile. The American dollar, which once dominated the planet Earth, is on the verge of a major collapse. This place, America, is at the brink of war, which right now you got these other nations, they jockeying for position, and they flexing their muscles. They got ICBM missiles, man. So America is vulnerable, man. And guess what? All this information can be found in the Holy Scriptures, you know, which foreshadows the downfall, the rise and fall of kingdoms. And indeed, America is a great kingdom, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Scripture. All right, you got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's on Galatians 6 and 7.
Yep.
Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked.
Go ahead.
For whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap.
And that's going into seasons again. Whatsoever you sow, that's what you reap. So if you plant an orange seed, you're going to grow back great. So this place was built on the bloodshed of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. So guess what? Now, the only way for this to be recompensed, right, is through the blood of America. And that's what's going to happen, man. And then they're going to know that there's a power, man, which his name is Yahweh Bashiach Shah. Well,
Because this book of Revelation 18 verse 6.
read.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Right, reward her even as she rewarded you. The reason why America is compared to a harp is symbolic to a harlot, because the nations pretty much committed spiritual fornication in this place. Case in point, you have like a so-called Chinese man, which his biblical nationality would be the nation of Moab. He come over here, you see him in a suit and tie, all right? Or a so-called Arab, which is the Israelites. They'll come over here and pitch their tents. You see them up in their stores, they got a fitted hat, you know? But guess what? They stray away, they have strayed away from the customs of their forefathers and followed the customs of America. The influence of America stretches throughout the world. This is why the Lord has a controversy with the rulers of the planet Earth, which again would be the so-called white man. You notice this man, everything about him, even his physical appearance, is contrary to nature. Why do you think buy sunscreen? It's because even nature itself shows you that this man is contrary to you. How about that? And that's an example of the Lord giving you, like you were saying, if you're paying attention, who is the enemy? Oh, that's why really the so-called white man, the scripture refers to the so-called white man as the red man. That's why through the spirit, everything red is a warning. What you think happened when Christopher Columbus came over here? The natives, if they would have saw that red, they would say, oh, that was just a warning. But yet, they brought him in, which led to a damn near genocide. Yep, you be pricked there with it. Well.
Revelation 18:6 reward her, even as she rewarded you,
Well.
and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill unto her double.
Right, so the Lord is going to double everything that this nation did, because it was done to the children of Israel. The people that you came over here, that came over here as cargo, you think that was just a phase in history? No, that was biblical prophecy, man. That was heavy prophecy that was fulfilled, man. You know? And it tells you that. The scriptures gives you a vivid illustration of us coming over here. Matter of fact, you'll give me that real quick, Deuteronomy. The scriptures gives you a vivid illustration how we will be taken by our enemies into captivity, man. Okay? And that's another thing our people not willing to digest. Out of all the people on the planet Earth, so-called people name is not able to digest the idea of having enemies. Come on, man. Give me that.
God, yeah, this Deuteronomy 28:6-8. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord will bring thee into Egypt again with ships. I'm going to show you how bad the spirit is. This was the clue right here. That's scripture. That's scripture. That's scripture that will bring them in. Yeah? Well, man, get out of here. It's not us. Scripture tell me, right, hold that and give me 1 Corinthians 3. It's not us. Hey, like my son said. We just throwing the seed out there, man. We ain't worried about where it drops. And the Lord will do the watering. Go ahead.
Okay, start at 1?
No. I think 10 is a matter.
No, it's about start at 4.
Okay, go.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 4. For while one saith, I am appalled.
Hey, you can't say that we ain't patient. No, they try to make something, we just cuss anybody out there, come on, man. We were patient with the brother, man. You know, and not to knock it, maybe it might be a plan. But, you know, when you go into critical, because the milk, that's where to go into the milk. And the milk is where strength is. You go to Deuteronomy 28, and we was willing to teach. We've been out here, man. We've been out here in the hot sun. We don't give a damn. We was willing to go there. Esau just want to be a part of anything that's rebellious. They think that this is a rebellious movement, so they with it, you know.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 3 and 4. For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul, and who is Apollos?
Right. No matter how powerful and static, you know, we might go into these teachings, we know about it. Who are us, man? Go ahead.
But ministers by whom ye believe,
right, we just servants. Go ahead.
Even as the Lord gave to every man.
Yep, go ahead.
I have planted Apollos, watered.
Right, so scripture say, I have planted, right?
Yep.
Apollos have watered, meaning what? We might plant the seed in your mind, and you might go back and watch a video, and the apostles might water that seed.
That's right.
Or you might come across the brothers over in Mississippi, you know? Or, you know, brothers in New York, LA, right? Chicago, they're watered, right? So we'll plant the seed, somebody else will water it, go ahead.
Says, but the Most High gave the increase.
But the Most High is the one that gives the increase. So no matter what we do, you know, if it's Yahweh Shema Shai that's responsible for locking you into the spirit and giving you the increase. Because you can only increase, hey, let's just say like if you're working, right? You can only get paid for your hours. How are you going to get increased in paper if you don't increase the hours? So it's the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that causes you to invest the time, then you'll get the, what they call it, the recoil, so to speak, the payback. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is 1 John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Right, so there's nothing we could do. You could be cool as all hell, man. But the Spirit of the Lord don't want you to come in, you're not going to come in. And we have gotten to the point now where we got the experience to see when you know, when the Lord, you know, there's like you read Matthew, that scripture came right to mind. You know, when it say, even want to take it away. Because this thing ain't about, you know, looking at the clock. Hey man, get this word, man. And we know now that if you're really hungry for this word, when you find it, you're gonna be here. Ooh. You know, if I've been looking for water, when I get to water, I just, what the fuck I'm going for? I've been looking for water, you go to water. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna drink the water.
Where else should I go?
Yeah, where else should I go? So that means you really weren't looking for the water. You're looking for something else. You're not looking for this. Because surely if you were looking for this, you would be here. Oh, Yahweh Shai made the statement. I think that's what's that? Is that Matthew 12 where it says, where I am, surely. I think it's Matthew, is it Matthew 12 and 27 or something? No, it might be St. John. You got something?
Yeah, it says, going back to St. John 15 and 16, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
Right, so you don't choose the Most High. You know, and that's what the church teaches. You know, when you get around to it. Today I have given my life. You know what I mean? I see that shit, man. And the Lord, a great king, man, you don't see his works. Like the Lord is some disgruntled, you know, ex-boyfriend waiting by your phone call.
Yeah.
Wait for you to call him.
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, and the scripture goes on later on to tell you to go. So that what that means?
Yeah,
that means
that
go
go, yeah,
forth
that
and
go
go teach. That go is heaven, man.
That
It's
go
all
is
throughout
heaven.
the scriptures now. All right, if you read them with discernment, but go and bring forth fruit and to continue in his works to endure. All right, and that your fruit should remain. That's what you being watered, that root in the ground, and you what the knowledge and stability. All right, then you bring forth fruit, man.
Yep. That's right, though, go. Because how could you get the ball rolling? You know what I mean? You just sitting there, you know. Go for it. You got something? Well, man, also. Shit, is it the words of Matthew? The service shall be awesome. You got something? Yeah, go ahead.
Colossians 1, and I'm going to start at verse, it's like this. This is the book of Colossians 1, I'm going to start at verse 23. It says, if you continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, for I, Paul, have made a minister. Colossians 1 and verse 23. It says, if you continue in the faith, grounded and settled.
Oh, and that's bad. It said if you continue in the faith, you know, this guy ain't bigger than you just acknowledging you're an Israelite and that's it. You know, you got to continue in this thing, which also means you got to continue in the doctrine. You know, yeah, the future man. That's the knowledge. That's another scripture too that talk about continuing the things that was taught, knowing who was gone from. That First Timothy.
And then in 1 Timothy, I got a quick precept.
Yeah, find me that real quick too.
I got something for that too. This book of Acts chapter 2.
We're going down.
Oh, shit. Acts 2 and 42. And they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine.
Oh, they continue. What's the key word there? Continue. They continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine. And that proves right there that this doctrine was given to men. You got dudes that say, man, we don't follow men. We follow the Lord. What the scripture says, they continue in the apostles' doctrine. So the Lord gave us jurisdiction to teach this word, right?
God, it said, and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship.
In fellowship, go ahead.
And in breaking of bread.
In breaking of bread.
And in
which when you go into that word breaking of bread, breaking bread, it goes back to company. So to be in a company means to break bread. So when you're in this company, you're in this gathering, you're actually breaking bread. See that? got more of that? All right, so, good. That's St. John.
Yeah, this is St. John 12. Yeah, this is St. John 12 and 26. It said, if any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be.
So wherever the Lord is, where's the word of the Lord? It's within us, man. Okay? The word is within us. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Get St. John 15 real quick. St. John 15, start at the top. The Lord said, where I am, you shall be also, right? So where the Lord at? Obviously the Lord in heaven, right? So do you got access to that? Do you got a UFO, so-called UFO? You can just ascend off into where the Lord at? No. Here on the physical realm, the Lord is here as well, but it's in the form of His word. We are the carriers. The Lord is within us. Oh, that's why when you read Luke 24th chapter, we had the two brothers that was walking after the Lord died. He came back. The Lord was talking to them, right? And the Lord was disguised. They didn't know that was the Lord. The only way they knew that was the Lord because of the words. Then, you know, after that, then the Lord showed Himself to them. But before that, they knew that was the Lord. That's why after He vanished, they said, did not our heart burn within us at His words? So it don't matter how the image become, we are carriers of the word of the Lord. So when so when the scripture, to us, the Lord, we are disguised as the Lord. It's not
That's bad.
we the Lord disguised as me, you know, or as you. But the words of us is the words of the Lord. And that's what matters. You know, the word. Scriptures say that, where exactly what that said, where the word of a king is, there's power. If you can find that, type it up. Where the word of a king is, there's power. Because I don't necessarily got to be there to enforce my will. Right? I send my little boy in the room to tell his mother, look, I need you to. I ain't got to be there. My little boy just sent my word. You got it?
Yeah, these Ecclesiastes 8 and 4. He said, what the word of a king is, there is power, and who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Yeah, read it again.
Kind. It says, what the word of a king is, there is power.
Oh, see, what the word of a king is, there is power, man. So the word of the king is where? Right here with us, man. We speaking the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. So there's power right here. We actually got power. Matter of fact, give me, I think that's Zephaniah. Is that Zephaniah 3 and 5? Not, I believe it's Zephaniah 3 and 5. This is, what is it? Give me Nehemiah 3 and 5. Matter of fact, try Zechariah 3 and 5. What's that? Nehemiah 3. It's like Mike. Call all y'all about it gotta be Micah. 3 and 5.
This is Micah 3 and 5. It says, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets.
No, that's not it. It said,
That's Micah. I think that is Micah. Let's see. Yeah, that's 3 and 8.
3 and 8. Yep. Micah 3 and 8.
Yeah, this is Micah 3 and 8.
Yep.
But truly, I am full of power.
See, but truly I am full of power. We just read that the scripture said what? Where the word of the king is, there's power. See? So we are truly full of power up here, man. Go ahead.
It said, but truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shah.
See? By the Spirit of the Lord. Go ahead.
It said that of judgment and of might.
Exactly. What we put, judgment, right? Go ahead.
It said to declare unto Jacob his transgression.
And that's what we do. We declare to Jacob their transgression. Go ahead.
And to Israel his sin.
And to Israel his sin. See? So let's go back to what we was at.
Yeah, St. John. God, this is back in St. John, chapter 12. St. John
So the
12.
scripture's going to show you how to be in the company of the Lord. Which again, that word company goes back to breaking bread. You know? Go ahead.
St. John 12:26. It said, if any man serve me,
All these niggas doing it, bro. Go ahead.
God, it said, if any man serve me, let him follow me.
See? If any man serve me, let him follow me. Go ahead.
And where I am,
See? And where I am, where's the Lord? Where's the Lord, man? The Spirit of the Lord is right here. Give me Matthew 28 and 18 real quick. Start at 18. The Spirit of the Lord is right here, man. The overwhelming presence of the Yahweh Shai is right here on planet Earth. Even though the Lord, in essence, is in the heavens, right? But his Spirit is right here, man. You got that? Go ahead.
Matthew 28 and 18.
Go ahead.
And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth.
Yep.
Go ye, therefore,
Yeah, go. That's
and teach all
Man, this is on
nations,
that go.
baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Spirit,
Yep.
teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
And that proves that the Lord Yahweh Shai, he has the commandments. Right? He got the jurisdiction to command you to do whatever. Right. You know, long and it's the will of the Lord. That's why the Lord himself said, "This is my beloved Son. Hear ye him." Understanding that whatever Yahweh Shai say is going to be on par with what his will is. Right? See? Well,
It says, and lo,
and
I
lo,
am-
hold up, and lo, well,
I am with you always,
I am with you always. Go ahead.
even unto the end of the world.
So the Lord is here. This is the end of the world.
Amen. So
See? So the world is here, but the Lord is here, right? So now, give me that. If you're wondering where the Lord at, he's right here. Go ahead, read.
it said, if any man serve me, let him follow me.
See, let him follow me. Go ahead.
And where I am,
And where I am, go ahead.
thou shalt also by serving me.
So if you truly about pleasing Yahweh Shai, you're going to be where he is. Right? And where is he? He's right where his word is. Because again, I could tell you something. I ain't got to be there. I can tell you to go way across town and tell me nothing. If I truly sent you, the scripture said I haven't sent you. If I truly sent you with my word, you go wherever. I'm there, man. That's how bad a word is. I'm there. You ain't got to see me to see my expression on my face when I tell you something, man. Hey, so with that, man, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Yeah, double honor to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, you brothers out there laboring in his work, as well as you believe in the brothers and sisters of light. I can offer that subscribe to truth as well to the next time. Shalom.
Shalom. DTA above.
You germs. You goddamn devils, man.
Oh, no, it's all good. I had some. Oh, yeah, come. Hey, go put that away, too.
Yeah, I got you.